About easy summer casseroles for busy families, because summer can be a great time for family gatherings, but it's busy and we still have to get food on the table somehow. So Chef Carla Hall is here with some creative casseroles from countrycrock.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Linda. It's so great to be here with you.
Yeah, you know, let's give a little background. You cooked your way into the finals of season 5 of the Bravo show Top Chef, which is great to watch.
Yes.
Now you co-host The Chew, so you really know what you're talking about here.
Yeah, and you know, and I was a picky eater as a kid. And the one thing I think in the summertime, everybody's going in different directions, and you're wondering how to get food on the table, how to get some time back, how to feed those picky eaters. And one thing that you should think about are frozen vegetables. And you talked about Top Chef. Everybody knows that I like peas. And back when I was a kid, my mom always had peas, carrots, and corn in the freezer. And she would take her country crock, toss it in the veggies, and then it would be creamy and delicious. And look at me now. I was on Top Chef and then doing peas.
That's great. You know,
everything comes full circle.
I know these can be quick and easy, and sometimes I think maybe overwhelming for somebody at home. So this is something that you can give us some tips on how to do this and make it really delicious.
Exactly, but another thing that you can do for picky eaters are veggie casseroles, and I don't think people think about them so often, but you can put your veggies in there, you can put a meat, cheese, your bread, anything that you already have in your pantry, you can put right in that veggie casserole. But the great thing about that is that you're making it the night before, and I used to always do this with catering, and then boom, you bake it that morning and you look like a rock star.
So where do you get your inspiration for these? I mean, I'm sure you can create a number of different kinds of casseroles.
Yes, but I can, but it's really the inspiration comes from the farmer's market, whatever is in your fridge. And so, for instance, I have this penny pasta with chicken sausage. But so one day I have these ingredients, and then I want to put whole wheat pasta. So I put that in there. I put whatever veggies I find in the farmer's market. But this is about following a guide, so to speak, not necessarily the recipe. And just put whatever you have, veggies, your starch, and then you have a protein. And even if you're vegetarian, you can do that as well. But it doesn't stop there, Linda, because we're taking it right to dessert. I have a baked peach with homemade granola, and I top it with the yogurt and honey. But the secret ingredient for both of these crunchy toppings is the country crock. Here I've used breadcrumbs, and I've made my homemade granola over here for that nice crunch. Can you believe it? That's
very nice. Hey, so what's your go-to? Because I know that you're in the kitchen a lot. So what's your go-to potluck casserole? I have to go to something on in a few days, actually, to this gathering, and they asked me to bring something.
Right, exactly. So my go-to is the penny pasta, but also I like this creamy spinach casserole, which is really, really nice. And at certain times when I know that my go-to is going to be a certain casserole, I always have the ingredients. So I'm always going to have pasta. I'm always going to have veggies in the freezer. I'm always going to have canned tomatoes. And so I'm always going to have cheese. My go-to is going to be those things that I'm already buying the staples for. So what could be my go-to may be different than your go-to, and that's what's so awesome. So even on our Facebook page, we are sharing recipes with people across the country, and you know, I see, okay, Sarah has this or Mary has that, but you're seeing how everyone uses their creativity, how they're rocking it out, and you're like, okay, and you're getting inspiration from other people. So I do want to invite your viewers to go to the Facebook page and also to countrycrock.com, because boom, get your rock star on and rock it out like a chef.
And most of us can do this. We can make them ahead, right? Maybe the night before?
Yes, you can make it ahead, exactly, the night before. You have to get your time back. Also, just making 2 at one time. Because if you're making 2 things, that second day, your time is free time. You're just popping it in the oven. It's what I call passive cooking.
All right, very good. One more time, where can people go to be inspired and get some more ideas?
You want to go to our Country Crock Facebook page, but also countrycrock.com.
All right, Chef Carla Hall, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Linda.